Someone in the chats is saying PFF's assuming Richardson's inaccuracy will go away. Is that justifiable?
Nobody's assuming that.
That's not what we're saying. So let me just get to it in a second. Number 3 overall, Daniel Jeremiah has Will Anderson going to the Arizona Cardinals. I think that's pretty standard. Anthony Richardson going to the Colts at 4. Now, PFF is saying that Anthony Richardson's inaccuracy is going to go away. Is that actually what we're saying?
Nobody's ever said that. From day one, even last week when we put him at number 1 overall, we literally said the entire conversation comes down to determining whether you believe you can fix his accuracy or not. If you do, as an NFL team, if you run it by Jordan Palmer or, your QB coach or whoever you want, and that guy says, yeah, I can fix that. I see the mechanical problems. It's exactly the same thing as Josh Allen. It'll take 18 months of working behind the scenes. I can get it done. Not a problem. If you think that's true, that guy has the highest upside in the draft. Take him number 1 overall. If, however, you say, look, you can't fix accuracy, never goes away, it's always going to be a problem, even, despite the Josh Allen and other data points. If you've decided that this is just a part of his game and he will always be an inaccurate quarterback like Cam Newton was, then maybe you don't take him that high because he's way off the end of the scale in terms of accuracy issues. So nobody's ever assumed that the accuracy things will go away, but we do have several data points in recent history that says you can make inroads on accuracy, particularly, I would imagine, for a guy that's relatively inexperienced at the position. And the key point being, even if you think it'll take some time to fix, that's the thing. Will it go away week 1? No, just no way whatsoever. Will it go away week 1, year 2? Maybe. Will it go away week 1, year 3? If you think it's a 2-year project to fix his accuracy, his level of freaky athleticism might let you start him for 2 years while you work on that in the background and slowly make him a better quarterback. That's the key. If you think you can get into that spot, however long it takes, that's what determines how high you can draft him.
Yeah, so I think when we did our QB ranking show, go back and watch that if you haven't. I pulled up a graphic and said, here's Anthony Richardson's accuracy percentage against other project type of quarterbacks who either did fix their accuracy at the NFL level or maybe didn't. Guys like Josh Allen and Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson. There's a few others on that list, Mitch Trubisky. And just showing it's not a 1-to-1 correlation. Mitchell Trubisky was kind of accurate in college compared to what he's been in the NFL. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson were far less accurate in college than they have been in the NFL. Again, my answer to the Anthony Richardson stuff is, if you use him properly, accuracy is think about accuracy as where the ball actually goes, right? The Joe Montana to Jerry Rice, front number, slant. That's a perfect throw. However, if Anthony Richardson is used as a runner and there's misdirection and there's play action and that's your system, you're going to have a wide open tight end. Think Cole Kmet last year for the Bears. Cole Kmet did not break out as this elite tight end last year. What happened was Justin Fields broke out as an elite runner, and all of a sudden Cole Kmet was the beneficiary. He was the tight end for the Bears who was running wide open through the secondary because the defense had to account for Justin Fields as a runner, for the misdirection, for the play action. The most inaccurate quarterback in the NFL can hit the wide open tight end over the middle of the field. That's what we're saying. Anthony Richardson is not going to look like Drew Brees or Tom Brady, most likely, right? But if you use him properly, Cole Kmet or the equivalent is running wide open over the middle of the field. Anthony Richardson can make that throw. He might miss it once in a while too, but he can overall make that throw, and you can create offense because of his skill set. That's what we're saying. Not that deficiencies are going to be fixed, but because of other plus attributes are going to offset some of those deficiencies. And if we had recorded this podcast 5 years ago, we probably would have been saying, you can't fix accuracy.
Yeah.
You can't fix accuracy. And we said that about Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen coming out. And I think both of those guys, they're the only 2 guys in our database to improve their adjusted completion percentage in the NFL by 8 to 10%, whatever that, 8 to 10% adjusted completion percentage from one year to the next. And that's not the best gauge of accuracy, but it's a gauge of putting the ball on your receiver, right? And those are massive. That is a massive increase. Does it mean Richardson's going to do it? Does it mean that Mitch Trubisky is going to do it at the NFL level next year? No, but it means we've at least seen it to this point, and it gives you a little bit more confidence that a guy like Anthony Richardson will be able to make that step, make that leap. in addition to the fact that he is super athletic in the pocket and looks like he should be able to make those adjustments with more experience. All of it is a projection, though.
We've made this point before about Richardson, but he isn't like a lot of athletic project quarterbacks who are sort of terrible from a processing standpoint. Like, that's a big, big thing in his favor, that he does process, go through reads. He does read the game pretty well. And a lot of reports are saying, you know, from team meetings, the whiteboard sessions, all that kind of stuff, like, he knows what he's doing, which is a really important thing, because then what you are essentially talking about is literally a mechanical accuracy thing. Can we teach him to throw the ball more accurately? We don't need to teach him how to play quarterback. That part he can actually do. He just can't deliver the ball to where it needs to be accurately enough right now. The other element is, so Josh Allen is going to get used as a comparison or a player that showed the pathway for a lot of guys. And it's going to be dumb most of the times because Josh Allen is like a singular historical outlier, right? Nobody has done what he's done in terms of being that far away from accuracy and fixing it. So it's probably not a smart thing to go, well, Josh Allen did it a few years ago, so Anthony Richardson can do it now. I will say, though, that he doesn't need to go as far, not because he's better as a passer or more accurate than Josh Allen, but because he's more athletic. Like, Allen's athleticism has been a real plus at the NFL level, and Anthony Richardson is significantly better. Like, they're basically the same height. Richardson is 7 pounds heavier based off these combine numbers, but Josh Allen ran a 4.75. Richardson ran a 4.4. His 10-yard split is like a tenth of a second faster. He had 7 inches more in the vertical jump. Like, he is significantly more explosive. He's bigger. He's faster. And that's been a plus for Josh Allen. Like, that's helped him sort of stay surviving as a starter while he worked out how to fix the accuracy. So let's say he can only do 75% of what Allen can do in terms of getting more accurate. Well, he's got that 25% already by running a 4.4 at 245 pounds. Like, he's already like bridged that 25% by being that much more athletic.
Richardson could be a legit 1,200-yard rusher if that's what his team chooses to do with him. Now, do you want to have him get hit that many times and all that stuff? I mean, he was a little banged up at times at Florida. He'd miss some, kind of like Justin Fields, where Fields would miss a few plays. Like, there was like 5 straight games where Justin Fields missed at least a few plays, right? He just kept getting hurt and this and that. So there's something to that too, trying to avoid that. But good points, though, on Richardson being that special of an athlete that it'll offset a lot of the other deficiencies there.